Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. And Dick Fillmore, yes, I agree. This was actually really freaking cool. Anyway, so I finally got finished watching 2 episodes, not just one. I was thinking about that. It's like you just gave away 1/4 of the entire episode. But that's cool because they gave us that 17-minute preview. That was a lot. Glad they did, I guess, but I was hooked anyway. Honestly, I hope that cat caught enough people. Catched. I hope that caught enough other people. I go and I set this up, and I go there to watch this, and my wife's like, I go on and I'm like, hey, babe, do you want to come out and watch this? She's watching Star Trek Voyager on Netflix. She's addicted. She's so addicted. She's watched it so many times, but she loves it. Anyway, so I'm like, hey, you want to come out and watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D? She's like, I don't like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's like, babe, you didn't watch any of season 4 with me. It's like, I know, because I don't like it. It's like, but I told you it was good. It's like, yeah, but you thought season 2 and 3 were good. It's like, I think it was all pretty good. It's just, some were better than the others. It's like, I don't think I want to watch it. It's like, babe, come on and spend some time with me. Watch the show. She's like, fine. Guilt trip. Whatever. It's a perfectly acceptable part of a marriage. Guilt trip. Anyway, so she goes out and boy, she got invested quick. She's like, oh my God. This thing's on the ship killing people. It's like, yeah, it's a Phyrexian. I actually did a little story about it. You can read it, earlier today. 20 minutes long. Just watch it. You're good. She's like, oh my God. So she actually got to leave at one point because it was like so, scary. This alien, this brood looking thing. Finally, that all pretty much just stopped. Excuse me, after Virgil got killed. So, so funny. The one dude, what was his name? Diva, but whatever, something with a D. And he's kind of like a Star-Lord character. He totally came in like Star-Lord too. He's like, boom. It's like, look at that. It's either Star-Lord or it's Space Jesus with a helmet. What's going on? Either way, it was awesome. He was actually pretty cool. He runs a little opium den. Using the framework of all things. That's freaking awesome. They said the framework was going to pop up somewhat in the in this season. And I actually told you guys about it a long time ago. But yeah, it's good. This is all good. I'm always surprised at how well they're able to integrate things into the show. The Phyrexians were way cooler in this, and they didn't have a speaking role. And isn't it funny that aside from Thor, like what aliens do they really know in the regular Marvel cinematic film universe, right? Here, geez, in this show, just like, we got aliens down. I'm surprised Agent Coulson wasn't like, oh, look, a Kree. Hey, I got some of you in my blood. No, seriously. Like, also, what's her name? Yo-Yo. They had a quick little FUTs in this, because Yo-Yo, in the comic book, she just died like 9 months ago in Secret Warriors issue number 1. Yeah, she died. Like, just bye. It was the Wrecking Crew, actually. Agent Daisy Johnson was ambushed with the rest of the S.H.I.E.L.D., and her entire contingent got killed, including Yo-Yo. It's really messed up. And, what do you call it? But she, at that time, she had robotic hands. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there looking at this like, oh my God, they're right in front of Mac. They're going to actually freeze off her hands. Holy crap. And at one point, like, yeah, at some point, pretty soon they're going to wind up breaking right off. If that was liquid nitrogen, they would have already been broken. I don't care if she's an Inhuman or not. No, wrong answer. Those wrists would have been broken off. She's like so delicate, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how densely packed she could be. I do get that she's supposed to, as an Inhuman in the comic book, she'd be as strong as Captain America, honestly, all Inhumans, whether they went through Terrigenesis or not. But in this, it was just like a really weird, like, wow, I can't believe this. We're all over the place. It was a good show. I know it was Desmond Johnson. It was a good show. I know you're going to give us the deep comic cuts and Easter eggs. They were, yeah. The only Easter eggs that were really in this was what do you call it? They had the Phyrexians in it, which was Thor issue number 212. If you look earlier in the day, I put up a spotlight on story which explains the only real appearance that they had in the Marvel universe. They had another appearance in 2 other comics. So one of them was Manifest Destiny X, I think it was called, or Manifest X, I forget. Oh no, it was a 2099. It was a 2099 story where they just appeared like really quick. They were on a council there in space. That's it. There was nothing. Aside from that, what other parts in here? Yeah, there was the one I was just explaining where I thought she was going to get her hands cut off, but I guess having Yo-Yo with 2 robotic hands plus having what's her name? What's his name? Oh, for the love of God, what the heck is his freaking name? Agent Coulson, who's got the one gimpy hand, and then to make matters worse, Flint is going to show up. You know what I'm saying? Like Flint, who just like blah. Like at one point in the comics recently in the Royals, he actually loses one of his arms. It's replaced. I don't know if he loses it, but whatever. It's replaced by a crystalline arm, which seriously improves his powers. I think it's from the Primogen, different than Terrigen. I know, just it's the comics. Let it go. So Flint is supposed to be in here. So shoot, I need to make a explained in a minute for Flint. Ugh. Flint is a really powerful new human. So he's an Inhuman, but not from the original ancient bloodline. The new humans are basically characters who, when the Terrigen bomb went off in the world, the equivalent to that in the MCU would be when the Terrigen went into the water supply. Yeah, what do you call it? His whole family were like, they were trying to hide, like they didn't want to get involved with the royal family and all that BS, So they were part of a huge community who didn't want to be involved. But then when the Terrigen cloud came by, he wound up getting his powers, and his powers are that he can control stone, earth, not Terran earth, but just any kind of earth, usually stone. And the quote is, "The bigger, the better." So at one point, he actually moved Pluto to cause a magnetic sphere to destroy an entire wave of a Chitauri army. If you remember, the Chitauri are the monsters that came and plagued the what the frick do you call them? The Avengers, the original Avengers movie. Those things that were coming out the sky like that, including multiple of those gigantic Chitauri dragons that were coming through the sky. He just completely eradicated an entire contingent of them. By using Pluto. They happen to be passing by Pluto. What are you going to do? So anyway, aside from that, there wasn't really too much else. There was a quick little reference to S.H.I.E.L.D. in there by, what's her name, Yo-Yo, saying, "Oh yeah, don't you guys have a thing called Spear?" I figured you have something called Spear or something. No, it's not called Spear, it's called Sword. I love that she just put that in. I love Yo-Yo. She's just so perfect. Her and Mac talking Spanish. My favorite part of the show, besides just all the absolute badassery and everything, and the idea that these guys, once again, don't know what they're doing, but they're all, like, they all might as well have a big S on their chest at this point. Is that what I'm wearing? I'm wearing the Autobots. That's a different form of hope, guys. It's a different form of hope. But they are a form of hope here, because what's happening is everybody's like, oh my God, the legends are true. Now the question is, how are these legends coming to place? You know what I'm thinking? At one point, they're going to find Old Man Fitz. That's right. Like Old Man Logan? No. Old Man Fitz. Remember, Fitz was left on the planet. Like, no, he wasn't on the list. So bring everybody else, leave him. Fitz wasn't on the list. At one point, Blood, I forget what his full name is. Nick Blood, I think his name is. Mockingbird's husband, he's supposed to come back. Lance, whatever, who cares? Yeah, cute. It's not really him I want back. I want Mockingbird back, but apparently she's in Black Mirror or some other show. Whatever, some other show that isn't this show, which makes me so mad. Like, she's gorgeous. She played Mockingbird just brilliantly. Oh my God. I miss her so much in this show, That false flag operation. Oh, we're going to do Marvel's Most Wanted with her and her husband. Oops. But we already kicked her off the show. Bastards! And then she took another show. Man, that's so messed up. So messed up. And you know what? Can we just hire Jamie Alexander? How about that? Can we just hire Jamie Alexander to be on the show all the time? She played the Lady Sif. She couldn't be in Thor Ragnarok because, what was she, pregnant? Or she was doing something else? Whatever. I think it was a commitment to do something else, so she couldn't actually be in the movie, which is a shame. I just heard a car. Oh, no, that was me. Of course, once you do it once, you got to keep doing it to prove that you didn't fart, because, right? So anyway, it keeps doing it. So, what happened? What is this? I think Fretz will be in the framework. You better not be in the freaking framework, Dick. What else was up here? This time travel arc is a way to get them directly out of... Yes, to get them directly out of the Infinity War. I agree 100%. Raven, the incident, what's up? Yes, the incident in the thing. The Orville? The Orville. I should know what the Orville is. And I know it's not Orville Redenbacher. Look that one up, kids. I know what the Orville is. I can't remember what it is right now. But anyway, that's exactly what I was thinking, Dick, is that it's just a way to be like, oh, that's the reason why they couldn't be involved. But it's funny because they're just in space. That's it. They're just in space. And I thought they were actually in orbit of Earth. Nope, not the case. They're not on the ISS or anything. They're actually someplace much further. Or at least that's what I thought. Turns out they really are in orbit of that really messed up Earth that Quake apparently destroys. Now, here's the messed up part. My wife, the whole time, she's sitting there seeing these guys interview them, interrogate each other, and she's like, "You're asking the wrong questions." Like, the hell are you talking about? She's like, they're not supposed to be asking who or where. They're supposed to be asking when. Man, shut up. What are you talking about? And they're sitting there watching the show. She goes and says it again at one point. It's like, babe, I'm trying to watch a show here, right? And then at one point, like, wait a second. When? I was like, I turn to look at my wife, and it's like I'm barely making eye contact. You know what I'm saying? And I can see her cold, ruthless, ha ha ha, bitch stare. And I'm just like, okay, you were right. I was wrong. She loves hearing that. So good one, good one. Yeah, they are actually in the future. Man, that skinless alien dude who sent them into the future, oh, he's gonna have hell to pay. Watch, they're gonna turn out and like put him on the team or something like that. No, you're actually pretty cool, this Men in Black fake guy. My favorite part, I keep on being diverted away from it, but the best part about the show to me was after that first 17-minute preview when the show is continuing. Mac was just on point. In the first episode, not the second one so much, but in the first one, he was just like, okay, you know what? That's it. I'm done. I'm done. Yeah, you said that like a couple years ago. Well, apparently I didn't done hard enough. And if you were listening, if you had the volume up enough, you could hear that while Daisy and Yo-Yo and Gemma and everybody else is talking, you hear Mac in the background just going at it. I can't even hear what he's saying, but I know what he's saying. And I'm freaking dying. I'm no joke. I'm legitimately holding my stomach laughing so hard at Mac. Just can't stand this stuff. Like, somebody should have just given him a shotgun axe, and he would have felt so much better about himself. You know what I'm saying? There is that pump action shotgun that ended up on the floor at the one point. You know what I'm saying? I'll bet you he can modify that and put a little axe on the front. He'll feel so much better about himself, So we definitely have some kind of a 1984. Oh, I just said, I'm thinking Orwell. So what is it? The Fox Space Show, the Orville. Oh, Joe, you know what? I heard of that. I need to look that show up. Because somebody else was telling me about. Maybe it was you. Maybe it was just you, constantly like drilling into my head. But yes, I heard about the Orville, and it's supposed to be pretty good. It's a parody. Oh, that's the show that she's in. That's the show that Adrian Pilecki is in. Maybe it'll cancel and she'll come back. I don't know. Apparently, it's another superhero. Oh no, it's a Star Trek parody. It's like a Star Trek parody. Why isn't my wife watching that? She freaking loves Star Trek. I got her into Star Trek, and all of a sudden, get away! You don't know nothing about Star Trek. I'm like, oh my god! Like, and yeah, no, she's really good. She knows a lot about Star Trek now. So, what do you call it, Desmond? She was doing her show Blind Spot. Okay, I did not know this. Joe Fisher, or are they still in the framework and Fritz trying to get them out? That'd be so messed up, right? That would be so messed up. Either way, my God, this episode was just amazing. I loved this episode. It was 2 episodes, technically. So this one was Orientation. What's the next episode called? I actually made a couple of... I got smart in this particular one. Oops, nope, wrong button. I made a couple of these thumbnails in advance. I got the first 10 episodes set. So episode 2 is A Life Spent. Yes, and then the 4th episode is the 5th. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. So the 3rd episode. So the next episode is A Life Spent. The episode after that is a Life Earned. After that, it's called Rewind. And apparently, it's Rewind Part 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, that's Review. Oh, so I don't know what the name of the show. Okay, never mind. Yeah. Episode 5 is Rewind, After that, I just have the reviews. I don't know what the episodes are actually called. So, A Life Spent, A Life Earned, and Rewind are the next episodes coming up. And I'm all aboard. Yeah, this is a damn good show. I'm surprised at how good this show is right now. Like, these first two episodes already made it better than the entirety of season 4, in my opinion. And that's a high bar to set. I said that, I told my wife, was like, she was like, oh, wow, this got so, like, by the end of this, she was just like, okay, do you have the next episode? I was like, what are you talking about? We just watched the 2 episodes. She's like, no, you said you had 2 episodes. Like, yes, I have 2 episodes. We just watched episode 1 and 2. That was 2 hours. She's like, wait, I got to wait another week to see episode 3? I'm like, that's okay, baby. You don't like the show. And she just gave me that look. I was like, I was right and you were wrong. That's what I was telling her. I was like, you didn't even see season 4. Like, it had Ghost Rider. It was amazing. She's like, stop. Don't tell me about it. Find those episodes. I'll watch those. Oh, I think we got a winner. She just gave up after season 2. And I don't blame her. I don't blame her. Mason, really appreciate your videos. Thank you, brother. Very knowledgeable in all things Marvel and DC. I try. I try. Yeah, those are my two big, like, growing up, those were my 2 big things. But I'm really getting into Dynamite and Boom right now. Wow, really good. And yeah, I don't know, whatever. I know some stuff about Image. Just have to go back there and all that. Valiant's pretty good too. But yeah, Valiant I'm totally learning about as I go. All right, that's pretty much it. So I got to the end of the questions. I think I did pretty good. All right, guys. Yeah, if you have anything else that I missed from the episode, put it in the comments section, not in the chat section. Put them in the actual comments. I will get to them later. I'm pretty good at answering everybody. Anyway, I got some mozzarella sticks looking at me, and I got a lot of work to do because, yeah, I have a comic book channel. Anyway, guys, seriously, thanks for showing up. Thanks for, like a whole day late. I'm a day late in getting to this because I was just so busy. Side question, did your wife read Star Wars, Star Trek, X-Men comic? No, she did not, and I'm not even going to recommend it to her because the whole Spock, like, kicking everybody's butt thing was just so dumb. So dumb. Like, come on. Like, that just killed me. The Star Trek Green Lantern series, like both of them, though, those were actually really good. If you didn't check those out, oh, please do. Wow, that was good. Joe, why I say that when the diner they take someone out who thinks it's Fitz happens to everyone else. Yeah, everybody else, they get brought in front of that other melty stone thingy, the Stonehenge stony thing, and then they get sent out to space. So yeah, Fitz is actually the one who was left behind. Fitz will find a way to bring him back. I'm positive of it. That's what Fitz does. He fixes things. What I am hoping, though, is he does wind up getting Adriana Pilecki, and, well, that's all I really want, and who cares about anybody else? But whatever. Flint. Flint, however, will probably be in the future on that space deck, so there's that. Yes, good night to you as well. All right, guys. Professor Bell, Comic Book University, thanks so much for showing up. Class dismissed.